everybody. Today is a hot day. Today we got into the triple digits, and so I need to reseed one of my other beds, and I need to also take the mesh off of my arch garden beds. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, my sunflowers, and I tried loosening up the mesh earlier today, but my sunflowers are so pressed and squeezed up under this mesh. So it's time for me to take these off, and that's what I'm gonna do today. And then also I'm gonna reseed some of my garden beds along the fence line here, because a lot of things have not grown in those. I'm gonna get these covers taken off and get stuff planted, some extra seeds planted, and next time you see this garden, it's gonna be without these covers on here. You guys, that little lizard just walked right up, saw a bee crawling around on the cardboard right there. And that lizard didn't care that I was standing here, just walked right on up, watched that bee, grabbed him, and took him back into the branch pile there. Okay, so I thought, well, maybe I need to pick up my camera and show you guys. Like I said, I was gonna reseed this bed, and I did, and I had a couple extra beet seedlings that were growing over here that I transplanted into these parts, but it's just so hot with us being in the triple digits. Today got up to 106 with us being in the triple digits. And I decided, well, I better go ahead and cover this bed, so as things start popping up, as those seeds that I planted start to grow and sprout, then at least there'll be some shade. I have some shade cloth that I'm going to put over here, and I'm going to show you where I got I just took the hoops from over here, because remember I said I was going to take the netting off of here, and I did, and because those sunflowers they were just pressed up to the ceiling of that netting. Like, even this one started to like grow funny instead of just straight because of it, because it was straining against that netting. You could see here how much farther how much higher the sunflower is over the hoop, and I had the netting on the hoop. So that's how much that one was compressed down inside there. So I had to go ahead and take them out. So I'm taking the hoops off of this bed over here, and I'm using the hoops to now you put some shade cloth up over this bed. So that's what I'm doing right now, and that way hopefully the seeds will get a chance to sprout and grow. All this week we're having triple digit weather, and so I'm just trying to give them a good chance to do something. That's all. This heat is so brutal, but I will show you guys when I'm finished what it looks like. Okay, I got it on there, so hopefully it'll allow some of those other seedlings, those young seedlings, to not get, damaged by the sun. A good thing is this fence is on the west side, my west side fence. So in the late afternoon, there's a lot of shade right here, but it's just at noontime and I guess from 11 until about 1 or 2. That's when this area gets severe direct sun. So yeah. And then I was able to plant some more seeds in here, but look at this. This watermelon was doing just fine, and once again the sun got it. So everybody else is still doing good, which is great. And I was able to get my son and my husband out here to help me stabilize this peach tree, because this peach tree was leaning all the way over across this bed right here. I did not want the wind to snap it. It's already heavy enough with all the fruit that it has on it. It has tons of fruit. And even though it's dropped some fruit and then other fruit fell while they were putting this stake up over here, it's loaded with fruit. So, and speaking of stuff being loaded down with fruit, let me show you this. Now, I just got this on video some days ago. But look at all these peppers on here. I did not realize this thing was so loaded down with peppers. I mean, the whole thing is just full of peppers. All the way down. That is just crazy. And I just realized this tomato plant. This is that gold nugget. It's full of tomatoes now. It's got tons and tons of tomatoes all over it. So I'm really happy about that. I'll be even happier when they are ripe and ready to snack on. And then I wanted to show you, look how big this corn has gotten. Let me go around the other side and show you. Whew. Look how big that corn is. That corn is huge. I didn't think it was going to take. Those are those transplants. I didn't think they were going to take. On this end right here, these are the seeds that I planted. But they're taken. So I'm happy about that. And also I was showing you these sunflowers. But look at these. These were just short a few days ago. Shorter. And now they're so tall. Look at that. Just beautiful. Something is eating on my cabbage. I've been seeing those butterflies flying around, those white moths. So I think that's what's, yeah, I can see the culprit on there right now. Look. You see them up under that leaf at the top of that leaf? Yeah, so there's 2 of them on there. So I'm going to have to come out here and spray so that, or cover this one, spray and then cover it so that that moth can't get to it. But I'm going to have to do something because I want my cabbage. And I think it's starting to head up. So, anyways. And then I wanted to show you, oh, yes, over here. You guys, this was like, what, 2 videos ago? That I showed you me planting the seeds in here. And all 3 of them already germinated. Look at that. And these are the seeds from my mystery seed swap challenge that were sent to me by my old Kentucky homestead. And they just popped right out So, and those sweet potatoes that I planted in here are starting to rebound. And I planted a sunflower right in the middle, and that sunflower popped up already. And I already have some germination in these carrots that you watched me plant. I'm still waiting. Oh, I see the start of it, of 2 of them already. There's the start of that one, and then there's another one over here on this side. I don't know if you can see them. And those are the seeds, my mystery seed swap challenge seeds that I got from Beck's Corner Garden. So everybody is growing because it's so hot. The soil is nice and warm, so everything is starting to grow. And then you guys, I was questioning about this moringa tree back here a couple of videos ago, but what I didn't realize is it's growing, but just from down there, from a stalk down below. This is it right here. So I'm really happy about that, because I thought that plant was dead, but there's a nice healthy stalk under there. It's so green right here, it's hard to determine which is which. What green is from what plant. So, and that's the thing, going through this container garden, it's like a little jungle. So and then I also wanted to show you how ridiculous all these flowers are on here, and all the fruit. That's not what I wanted to show you for real. I wanted to show you over here about more sunflowers opening. But over here, my gladiolas are starting to open. Now, I just showed these to you on the previous video. The only thing is the sun is cooking them good. So that's the only problem with that. That dang drunk flying white moth. That's the culprit that is responsible for laying those green worms that I just showed you on the underside of the cabbage leaf. And you're flying around like they drunk. They had one too many drinks. Anyways, you guys, I had showed you all this in my previous video. I'm just really excited and happy because there's been so much growth and stuff happening since the weather's been hot. You know, it's like it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's just way too hot for some things and they just don't look good. And then for other things, when you're planting seeds and stuff, they just pop right out real quick. You guys, it is 109 degrees today here in the high desert. And I just wanted to show you how the leaves are all curled up on my plants. And some of them are drooping because of the heat. Look at this. Because it's so hot. Look at all these radishes and this tomato in here. It's all drooped. My orange leaves is drooping, or curling I should say. Potato leaves drooping. Some of even my sunflowers showing a little droopiness. I want to show you this one over here. This poor baby, this volunteer, he just gave up. He's like, you know what, it's too hot, I'm through. I don't know, he might recover, but oh my goodness, you guys, it is so miserably hot right now. Look at that corn though. That corn, you guys, that corn is looking good. That is looking really, really good. So Anyways, I brought you out here to show you that. And while I was out here looking around, I noticed something else too. I noticed on this midnight snack tomato that I have some that are finally ripe. And look at, I had touched them and they fell off in my hand. So I just laid them down here so I could grab my camera and show you guys. Look how beautiful these look. Look at the color. Beautiful. So I get to try my first midnight snack tomato. I am so excited about this, you guys. And not just that. I was over here poking around and I had noticed, you guys, I got a chicken in jail. She started going broody. My strawberries are starting to ripen. And there's one that is ready. Right here. I'm trying to do this with one hand, you guys. That one is not quite ready yet. I like when I can come out here and there's something to snack on. That's for sure. So anyways, I guess since I've been waiting all this time, I guess I will try this on video with you guys. Let me turn my camera around so you can see me. Hey, you guys. Okay, so my very first ripe tomato of the season. My very first midnight snack tomato. So, let's see. You see that in there? Oh my goodness. That is good. It's sweet. It's got a lot of flavor. That's why I came out here and braved this weather. Because when I saw that was ready, well, I saw yesterday that they were almost, they were pretty much ready. And so when I came out here so I could take some pictures of it, it just fell off in my hand. And I was like, ooh. And it's the perfect time to pick them too while it's still hot. So all the sugars and stuff is concentrated in here and the flavor. Oh my goodness. You guys, that is good. I'm so sorry to be talking with my mouth full. I have better manners than that, I know. Okay, you guys, so whew, that was good. And I have another one, and I'm fighting myself right now because my son is here. He likes tomatoes. He's the only other one in the house that likes tomatoes besides me. So I'm fighting myself right now. Do I want to eat that one for myself? That's sitting right back there. Or do I want to be nice and share? I think I'll be nice and share. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this and sharing in this little milestone occasion with me. And as always, God bless.